One of the reasons that you're a writer is because you have an ear for language. You love a sentence with the right rhythms. And if you're a good writer, you are able to produce those rhythms yourself. But sometimes good writers succumb to the temptation to write a good sounding sentence at the expense of the reader's ability to envision that sentence. One principle I try to teach my students is eye before ear, which means make sure your reader has something to look at first, and then worry about the sounds of your sentence, the rhythms, those sorts of things. Sometimes I have students who write sentences that sound beautiful, and then I realize I can't picture what's actually happening in that sentence, and they have violated the principle eye before ear. Listen to and look at this sentence. There once was a man with a pinched face, whose hard eyes peered out owlishly from behind glasses that tilted down and to the right. I like the way that sentence sounds, but I've got a problem with this sentence. I can't actually picture it. I can picture a pinched face. I can picture hard eyes. I can picture owlish eyes. But I can't picture all three at the same time. An owl's face isn't pinched. There's nothing pinched about his eyes. They're not hard. I think what happened in this sentence is this writer inserted that adverb owlishly for the sake of rhythm, and it is a nice rhythm. Hard eyes peered out owlishly from behind glasses. There's no denying that's a good sound. I like that rhythm, and I think that's part of the reason people insert adverbs that don't need to be there, is just because they fill out a rhythm rather nicely. Now, this is not to say that you should ignore the rhythm or the sound of your sentences. It's just to say, make sure that you've nailed down the visual first, and then tinker with the rhythms. Or consider this sentence about a man who's glaring balefully at mashed potatoes. He glared balefully at the frozen lumps that had been unceremoniously dumped on his plate. What is a baleful stare? I've heard about baleful stares all my life, and I still don't quite know what it is. We discussed this sentence in a creative writing class. There were 4 or 5 people in the classroom. We went around the room, and each person tried to define the word baleful. And I literally had 4 or 5 different definitions. To use the word baleful stare suggests that you are a well-read person, but I still don't know what it means. I mean, I've now read the dictionary definition, and I'm not quite sure how it applies to staring at mashed potatoes. The problems I'm talking about here are the problems faced by good writers. Bad writers don't even write good-sounding sentences. So if you can write good-sounding, euphonious, rhythmic sentences, that's a great skill to have. But it's not the only skill of a writer. Make sure that you are putting eye before ear, that you're giving your reader something to envision and something to listen to. But put that visual aspect first.